Well, good evening, fans, and welcome to Alumni Arena on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University for tonight's Peach Belt Conference men's basketball contest between your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates and the Lander University Bearcats, as the Pirates welcome head coach Jeff Burkhammer back to Savannah for his second meeting with the Pirates. A year ago, it was Lander coming away with the victory, 55-48 over the Pirates. And the rematch tonight looks to be a good one between these two Peach Belt Conference rivals. Chad Jackson to bring you the action tonight. Armstrong Atlantic coming in off of a 4-game road swing. The Pirates went 2-2 in their 4 games away from Savannah. Got a 3-pointer from Chris Edwards with 0.9 seconds left at Montevallo on Monday to beat Montevallo by 67-66. And so the Pirates happy to be back in Savannah for their first home game since January 3rd. Lander, meanwhile, comes in at 7-7 overall, 1-6 in the Peach Belt. They picked up their first Peach Belt win of the season on Saturday at North Georgia, 80-66. So a minute and a half to go before we have our starting lineups. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the 2010-2011 Armstrong Atlantic State men's basketball team.
Keep it down out there. Okay.
Jeremy Luther, golf.
Evans Davis, playing with my son.
Patrick Sloniker, watching and playing sports.
Stephen Davis, watching comedy movies.
Devon Jones, playing basketball.
Man, I don't have a hobby.
Grant Domsick, watching college sports.
Austin Edens, playing Call of Duty.
Golfing a hobby?
Chris Van Leningham, Call of Duty.
Ah, crap.
Michael Horn, Xbox 360.
Jaleel Corbin, NBA 2K10.
Alan Love, drawing.
Wow.
How can I think of a hobby?
Keyshawn Williams, four-wheelers and paintball.
Zach Corliss, golf.
Trey Bryant. Chris Edwards, and writing poetry.
Jesse Wheeler, sleeping.
Brett Goodwell, tending to my ant farm. Trey Bryant, eating hot wings.
And those are your 2010-2011 Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates. As the Armstrong comes in 9-5 overall, 3-3 in the Peach Belt Conference, 5-2 at home, and looking to make it 6-2 tonight against the Lander University Bearcats. Here are the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Bearcats. 3-guard offense for head coach Jeff Burkhammer, Calvin Liptrot, Tovey Bailey, and David Pruitt, the former Pirate, 2-time Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week. Comes and makes his return to Alumni Arena. He averaged 7.9 points a game as a Pirate last season. And this season, Pruitt is averaging 14.8 points per game, 8th best in the Peach Belt Conference. Jermel Kennedy and Darius Carrier are the forwards for the Bearcats tonight. Armstrong Atlantic will start Michael Horn and Chris Edwards, Monday's hero for the Pirates. Chris Van Landingham, Jesse Wheeler, and Brett Goodwell on the floor as well for the Pirates, who are averaging 80.3 points per game. And again, the Pirates coming off of that tough 4-game road swing. They won at Montevallo and at USC Aiken, but lost a pair of 2-point contests at number 5 Augusta State last Wednesday and at Georgia College on Saturday. The Augusta State one was a tough one as they lost on a tip-in with 1.6 seconds left to the Jaguars. The Pirates haven't been able to solve Augusta State so far. They haven't beaten them since 2006. But you have to think the Pirates play well down the stretch. They'll be facing them again coming up in Peach Belt Conference tournament time. A very good crowd on hand tonight at Alumni Arena. It is a blackout night, the student section full of Pirate students wearing black tonight. As the Pirate starters are announced to the crowd tonight. The other action around the Peach Belt Conference tonight on the men's side. Francis Marion is hosting Johnson and Wales in a non-conference contest. Other league games. Georgia Southwestern hosts North Georgia. Columbus State hosts Georgia College, and Montevallo hosts Clayton State. Lander dressed in all blue road uniforms with white numbers tonight. Armstrong Atlantic in their home white uniforms, maroon numerals, and gold trim. And it'll be Darius Carrier, the 6'7" freshman from Charlotte, jumping the opening tip with Brett Goodwell, the 6'6" senior from Los Angeles. Ball is up, and it's won by Lander. Jermel Kennedy secures it, and the Bearcats have the basketball, and we are underway here at Savannah. Fadeaway jumper for two is good for Toby Bailey, the 6'1" senior from Villa Rica, Georgia. And Lander takes the lead, 2-0. Bearcats open up in a zone look. Goodwell. Out to Horn, over to Edwards. Three-pointer is partially blocked, and the rebound comes down to Bailey for Lander. Ball deflected, and Chris Edwards has a steal. And Michael Horn has it. And a little tie-up on the floor as Jesse Wheeler on the floor with Carrier. No foul called, they just whistled stoppage, so the Pirates will get it out of bounds. And Michael Horn will walk it across the timeline and get the Pirates into their half-court offense. Wheeler, skip to Edwards, over to Horn, out to Van Landingham for three, and it rattles in. Van Landingham hits the three-pointer, and the Pirates lead it, but not for long, as Darius Carrier comes right back down and lays it up and in. And a kick ball by Jermel Kennedy, the junior from Ontario. Pirates will inbound it on the sideline. Wheeler inbounds it to Horn. Goodwell baseline, out to Van Landingham, around to Edwards. Down low, Goodwell, out to Wheeler. Wheeler steps in for a long two. It's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Bearcats. Armstrong will get a second crack at it. Wheeler to inbound it to Goodwell. Van Landingham around the perimeter, back to Edwards. Skip pass or inside pass for Wheeler. Wheeler, though, too strong on his layup try. Rebound Lander. Layup try by Calvin Liptrot, no good. Pirates with the rebound. Horn to Edwards, 4-3, no good. And a rebound for Lander. Quickly ahead, Liptrot. Out to Kennedy. Kennedy drives and gets called for the offensive foul as Jesse Wheeler takes the charge. Jermel Kennedy whistled for the charging foul. That's the first foul whistled in the contest. 17:37 to go. Lander leads it 4-3. Pirates on the attack with Wheeler out to Van Landingham. Back out to Edwards. Passes up the three. Now drives, floats it up. No good. Rebound, Lander. Pruitt. Back outside to that's Bailey. Bailey for two is good. And Lander leads it 6-3. Wheeler out to Edwards. Back to Van Landingham. Michael Horn for three, no good. Rebound, Lander. And then out of bounds was Bailey going up the sideline. So the Pirates will take possession. So the Pirates just 1 of 7 from the floor. Lander 3 of 4, but Lander's turned it over 3 times in the first 3.5 minutes. Michael Horn against that zone. Gives it to Edwards. Back outside to Horn. Van Landingham to Wheeler. Wheeler baseline. Lobs it to Horn. Back to Wheeler. Edwards, 13 on the shot clock. Edwards for three is good. So the Pirates have hit a pair of threes and we're tied at 6. Pruitt out to Bailey. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound Goodwell for the Pirates. Horn out front, guarded by Pruitt to Wheeler. Inside to Van Landingham, off the glass is good. And the Pirates take the lead 8-6. Bailey dribbles right, now Pruitt with it. Guarded by Horn. Finger roll, no good for Kennedy. Pirates with the rebound. Van Landingham. Hands off to Edwards. Now Horn has it, left side. Horn gets it back from Goodwell. 5 minutes in, Pirates lead 8-6. Edwards. Goes all the way to the basket, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Lander. Lip trot, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Goodwell for the Pirates. Van Landingham drives, kicks it off to Horn. Horn, no look pass to Van Landingham. He scores and draws the foul. Michael Horn finds Chris Van Landingham on the low block, and the Pirates will have a chance at a three-point play when we come back from our media timeout. 14:29 to go in the first half. Pirates lead at 10-6. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic leads Lander 10-6. Pirates shooting 36%, 4 of 11, but they've hit 3 of their last 4 shots from the floor. Lander 3 of 7 from the floor, 42.9%. Leading scorer Chris Van Landingham with 7 points. He's at the line to try and complete the 3-point play. Van Landingham 81% from the free throw line this season. He is averaging 13.9 points per game. Free throw is up and good, and the Pirates lead it by 5, 11-6. Bailey will bring it up for the Bearcats. Guarded by Michael Horn. Devon Jones into the lineup for the Pirates at the dead ball. Carrier on Jones. Shot is up off the glass, no good, but Jones commits the foul. Grant Domsick also into the game for the Pirates. And Darius Carrier to the line for Lander for 2 free throws. First one is up and good. Austin Edens will check in for the Pirates, replacing Michael Horn to run the point. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Jones for the Pirates. (11-7) Armstrong with the lead. Jones. Baseline jumper, good. And it's 13-7 Pirates. Bailey guarded by Edens. Feeds it inside. Shot is blocked. Wheeler blocks the shot of Carrier. Pirates come away with the rebound. Wheeler to Van Landingham. Guarded by Pruitt, former Pirates. Jesse Wheeler for 2. And a timeout for Lander as Armstrong opens up an 8-point lead. It's 15-7. 30-second timeout for head coach Jeff Burkhammer. Well, Jeff Burkhammer was the coach at Armstrong from 2002 to 2009, won 138 games. Third most among Pirate head men's basketball coaches, 66% winning percentage. Head coach Jeremy Luther in his second year with the Pirates. 21 wins in 2 seasons so far. Of course, this season not over yet. Pirates at 9-5 on the season, looking to return to NCAA regional play. The Pirates last made the regional in 2008-2009. And for the Pirates, Kishore Williams into the game. For Lander, Quentin Bastian into the game. Pruitt for a long 3 is fouled by Grant Domsick. And so David Pruitt will go to the line and shoot 3 shots. So Pruitt to the line, 86% for the sophomore from Sugar Hill, Georgia. First one is up and good. Second free throw good for Pruitt. Pruitt was the Peach Belt's Player of the Week on December 13th and again on January 3rd. Third free throw is good. Pruitt makes 3 of 3. And that cuts the lead to 5 at 15-10. Kishore Williams with it, right side, down low for Jones. Back around to Domsick. Domsick baseline, out to Goodwell. Goodwell to Edens. There was a reset on the shot clock. So the Pirates are going to get a freebie here. Domsick for three is good. And Grant Domsick with his first three-pointer. 50% on the season. He's ahead of that percentage now. Shot up off the glass, no good, but a foul called, and Devon Jones is going to be whistled for his second foul. And that will send Quentin Bastian to the line for two. Bastian, 2.8 points per game and just a 36% free throw shooter. The freshman from Tampa, Florida, misses the first. Jesse Wheeler will check in for Jones. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Williams for the Pirates. Edens calls out the play, gives it to Wheeler. Domsick on the curl. Now Goodwill has it. One-on-one. Goodwill drives, kicks it off to Kishore Williams, and Williams commits the traveling violation. Just the first turnover on Armstrong in 8.5 minutes of play, so that's a good sign for the Pirates. As Bailey hangs, kicks it off, it's deflected. Pirates will get the steal. Edens directing traffic, now gives it to Domsick inside Goodwill. Goodwill drives and is fouled on the floor by Bastian. .11:30 to go in the first half. Armstrong leads it 18-10. And the Pirates have the basketball. Goodwill. Ball's deflected out of bounds by Lander. So Armstrong will inbound it. Edens for Kishore Williams. Williams out to Domsick for three. That's good. Domsick for three, the second time tonight, and the Pirates lead it 21-10. Bailey guarded by Edens, out to Pruitt. Inside, Bastian. Bastian, one-hander, no good. Rebound, Goodwill. Goodwill gets it back from Edens, kicks it off to Domsick. Inside, Wheeler. Backs in, kicks it off to Goodwill. Wheeler gets it back baseline. Ball's deflected. Inside Goodwill, looking for the cutter. Puts it up and scores with 2 seconds on the shot clock. And it's 23-10 Pirates. Happy to be back home here at Alumni Arena. Bastian out to Pruitt. Pruitt lays it in and scores. David Pruitt for two. Under 10 to play in the first half. Pirates lead it 23-12. Goodwill. Nice feed for Wheeler, who makes the baseline cut and lays it up and in. Bailey looking for Pruitt, guarded by Kishore Williams. Back to Bailey. Left side. Drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound, Kishore Williams, but he can't secure it. He got it one-handed, couldn't bring it down to his chest, and we reach our second media timeout of the half. Pirates lead at 25-12. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic leading Lander 25-12. Since the Pirates started one of their first 7 from the floor, Armstrong has made 9 of its last 10 from the floor to build a 13-point lead. And out of the media timeout, Chris Van Landingham, Michael Horn, Chris Edwards back into the lineup for the Pirates. Lander has the basketball. Jermel Kennedy one-on-one with Goodwell. Hangs, shoots, and misses, but he's fouled by Goodwell. And Jermel Kennedy will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kennedy averages 10.1 points and 8.1 rebounds per game. For the Bearcats, he is a 68% free throw shooter. First free throw is no good. Second free throw, good. Kennedy makes 1 of 2. And it's 25-13 Pirates. Michael Horn to Chris Van Landingham, over to Goodwell. Goodwell kicks it off, but is fouled on the baseline by David Pruitt. Or excuse me, number 2, Calvin Liptrot whistled for the foul. Pirates will inbound it underneath its own basket. Van Landingham to Horn, around to Edwards. Baseline, Goodwell. Skips it out to Van Landingham. Out to Edwards for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Darian Canny for Lander. 6'4" junior from Somerton, South Carolina. Liptrot, crossover, finger roll, no good, but the tip is good for Bastian. And Bastian puts it up and in. Wheeler, baseline, loses it out of bounds. It's tipped by Lander. So the Pirates will inbound it on the sideline. Substitution coming in for Lander, Stefan Tabasevich. Hope I got that right. Freshman from Serbia. Edwards with it, right side. Around to Van Landingham. Goodwell out to Edwards, open for 2. Good. It hit off the rim twice and then dropped through. And Edwards has 5. Pirates lead it 27-15. Liptrot out to Pruitt. Pruitt. Fade away for 2 is good. Van Landingham drives. Kicks it off to Edwards for 3. Good. And a timeout call by head coach Jeff Burkhammer of Lander University. 30-17, Pirates lead it. 7:21 to go here in the first half. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic leads Lander 30-17. Tabasevic with a hard drive to the basket. Hit off the backboard. It was knocked out of bounds by the Pirates. So Lander will keep possession. Tabasevic to Pruitt, guarded by Van Landingham. Pruitt for two is an air ball, and out of bounds it goes. And the Pirates will take possession. Edwards for three, no good. Rebound Pruitt for Lander. Bastion with a shot, no good. Rebound Van Landingham, overloaded on the left side. Easy rebound for the Pirates. Van Landingham is fouled on the floor, and the Pirates will have it out of bounds. Grant Domsick checks back in for the Pirates, and Marcus Broughton, a 6'6 junior from Alabama, will check into the game for Lander. Toby Bailey also back in for the Bearcats. 6:25 to go. Pirates leading at 30-17. Van Landingham to Horn. Goodwill baseline. Swinging around to Domsick, over to Wheeler. Ball deflected and a steal for Lander. Darian Canty read it as it hung up in the air and was able to tip it. Bearcats get the steal. Canty guarded by Horn. And finally, Canty floats it up and in for the two. Wheeler drives, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Broughton for Lander. And Tabasevic is fouled. Jesse Wheeler late to get back to his man, and Tabasevic will shoot two free throws. The freshman from Serbia hasn't gone to the line much, just 5 of 8, but that first one is good. And Keshore Williams will check back in for Wheeler, who just picked up the foul. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Domsic for the Pirates. 5:23 to go in the first half. Armstrong leads it 30-20. Keshore Williams gets loose for the layup. Nice pass by Goodwill. He was almost triple teamed, which meant someone had to be open. And Williams was for the layup. And a foul called on Bailey's drive to the basket. They're going to get Keshore Williams for the foul. And Tovey Bailey will go to the line and shoot two. Bailey 4 points. Make it 5. First one is good. Bailey scored the first basket of the ball game, but just 1 of 3 since from the floor. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Van Landingham for the Pirates. Van Landingham to Goodwill. Hands off to Horn. Now Van Landingham looks for a screen, drives around Bailey, floats it up, scores, but they call an offensive foul. And so Van Landingham commits the turnover. I thought for sure that he shot that ball before the foul was committed, but no argument from Van Landingham or the Pirates. And Lander will take over. 7th team foul on Armstrong. And the second on Van Landingham, he exits. Chris Edwards comes in. Lip trot, layup try blocked by Williams. Pirates have numbers. Domsic open for 2 is good. Bailey drives on Horn, and it's a loose ball. Ball passed from Bailey right to Chris Edwards. Horn backs it out, calls the play. Goodwill to Horn. Horn bounce pass to Edwards. His shot blocked. Goodwill gets the rebound. His shot won't go, but Keshore Williams there for the dunk. (36-21) Pirates all over the Bearcats here in the first half. Bailey. So Broughton out to Liptrot. Broughton shot is up good over Williams. Broughton for the 2. Edwards tracks down the errant pass, and a timeout for head coach Jeremy Luther. Full timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with him. Pirates lead it 36-23. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic leads Lander 36-23. 2:41 to go in the first half. Austin Eden's back into the game for the Pirates. Goodwell to Domsick, over to Edens. Inside for Goodwell, who flushes it home. Liptrot lays it up and scores with an athletic move. Domsick, 4-3, no good. Rebound, Chris Edwards, but it goes out of bounds off his hands. That was maybe a little too deep for Domsick. Jesse Wheeler back in for Armstrong. David Pruitt back in for Lander. Pruitt, baseline, inside. Finds the cutter, Broughton, who lays it up and in. 38-27, Pirates. Williams to Domsick, inside Wheeler. Wheeler is stripped of the ball, going up. Lander gets the steal, just the fourth turnover for the Pirates. Pruitt upped open for three, no good. Rebound, Kishore Williams. Edwards to Wheeler, who lays it up and in. 1 minute to go. Pirates lead it by 13, 40-27. Pruitt to Broughton, down low for Kennedy. Kennedy crossover, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Domsick. Pirates can hold for the last shot. There's only a 2-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Wheeler, one-on-one with Kennedy, back out to Edwards. Edwards drives, lays it up, misses the layup. Loose ball. Pruitt comes up with it, 3 seconds on the shot on the clock. Three-pointer up and no good by Kennedy, and the Pirates will take a 40-27 lead into halftime here at Alumni Arena. We'll step away for halftime, but be sure to come back for the second half of action. Armstrong Atlantic leads Lander 40-27. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic leads Lander 40-27. Here's a look at the first half statistics. First for the visiting Bearcats. Lander 10 of 25 from the floor for 40%, 0 of 3 from three-point range, and 7 of 13 from the free throw line, 53.8%. Leading scorer David Pruitt, 7 points on 2 of 4 shooting and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Armstrong Atlantic, 17 of 30 from the floor. That's 56.7%. 5 of 11 from three-point range, 45.5%. And Armstrong hit its only free throw attempt of the first half. Leading scorers for the Pirates, Chris Van Landingham, Chris Edwards, and Grant Domsick with 8 points apiece. Pirates winning the rebounding battle, 18-14. Both teams did a nice job taking care of the basketball, as Lander turned it over just 5 times in the first half and Armstrong turned it over just 4 times. Pirates having a good game off the bench, 14 bench points for Armstrong, led by the 8 points by Domsick, who was 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the first half. Other scores from around the Peach Belt that we can give you: Columbus State leads Georgia College 34-27. Just about a minute and a half into the second half. Francis Marion leads Johnson and Wales in non-conference action 79-32. Live stats not working from Georgia Southwestern. They are taking on North Georgia tonight. And the St. Clayton State and Montevallo just getting underway in Montevallo. But here, Armstrong Atlantic leads 40-27. It'll be Pirates basketball to begin the second half. Jesse Wheeler, Chris Van Landingham, Michael Horn, Chris Edwards, and Brett Goodwill on the floor for the Pirates. Lander will send out its starting 5: Calvin Liptrot, David Pruitt, Tovey Bailey, Jermel Kennedy, and Darius Carrier. Reminder, the Pirates are at home for the next 3 games, including tonight. Our next action comes your way on Saturday as Armstrong Atlantic hosts UNC Pembroke. 3:30 p.m. for the Pirates and the Braves, right here at Alumni Arena. Michael Horn has the basketball in his hands, and we're underway here in the second half. Van Landingham to Goodwill, right side. Back to Van Landingham, 20 on the shot clock. Goodwill, baseline. Out to Michael Horn, over to Edwards, inside Wheeler. Out to Horn. Goodwill wide open for 2, no good. Rebound. Lander quickly ahead. Liptrot lays it up and in. So Lander strikes first here in the second half, as they did in the first half. Wheeler double teamed and a timeout called, 30-second timeout, as Jesse Wheeler was trapped on the sideline. And the Pirates will inbound it in front of their own bench after the 30-second timeout. Michael Horn inbound it for the Pirates. Wheeler double teamed, gets it to Horn. Horn double teamed. They swing it around to Edwards. Edwards lays it up, no good. Rebound, Bailey for Lander. Liptrot drives, hangs, shoots, and misses. Rebound, shot blocked by the Pirates. Goodwill comes up with the rebound. Here comes Armstrong. Nice diagonal pass for Wheeler, who lays it up and in. (42-29) Pirates. Each team has scored a bucket here in the second half. Pruitt is fouled by Goodwill. And Brett Goodwill will send Pruitt to the line for two. Pruitt 3 for 3 from the line. He hit 3 free throws on a foul on a three-pointer earlier in the first half. Pruitt makes the first here. Second free throw, good as well. And Pruitt has 9 to lead the Bearcats. Edwards to Horn around the perimeter. Van Landingham to Wheeler. Edwards for 2, no good. Rebound, Goodwill. Van Landingham back to Edwards for 3 this time. That's no good. And a rebounding foul as Wheeler goes over the back of Liptrot. And that'll be Wheeler's first foul. Devon Jones checks in for the Pirates. 42-31. 18 to go here in the second half. Liptrot looking for Pruitt. 4-3, good. And David Pruitt now has 12, and Lander is within 8. It's 42-34. Horn to Edwards. And Edwards has it taken away from him. Bailey is blocked from behind by Edwards. Van Landingham to Goodwill for the two-handed flush. And a foul as Van Landingham matched up with Pruitt. Ball out of bounds to Lander. Grant Domsick checks in. Third team foul on the Bearcats this half. Pruitt with a 2, no good. But offensive rebound for the Bearcats. Underneath the basket, Bailey gets it back. Now Pruitt in the baseline for 2 is no good. And a rebounding foul on Carrier as he goes over the back of Devon Jones. And Keshore Williams will check in for Chris Edwards. Horn lets the ball roll up the court. Picks it up. Goodwill. Out to Horn. Horn. Over to Goodwill. Goodwill throws it right into the hands of Bailey. Bailey on the run. Has it stolen by Michael Horn. Horn on the run. Finally settles it as he gets it to Williams. Jones for 2 is good and draws a foul on an innocent-looking turnaround jumper. Devon Jones will have a chance at a three-point play. Jamel Kennedy, probably not sure what he did there on the turnaround J by Jones. But Devon Jones will have a chance to make it a three-point play. That was good-looking shot by Jones. He's got 4. Make it 5 as the Pirates convert on the three-point play. (47-34). Pirates lead it by 13. They led it by 13 at halftime. Pruitt guarded by Williams. His shot is blocked by Williams. Goodwill running the floor behind the back to Horn. Horn to Williams. They'll kick it back out and reset the offense. Jones for 2, no good. Rebound Pruitt for the Bearcats. Bailey guarded by Williams. Over to Liptrot. Liptrot is fouled by Michael Horn on the floor. Jesse Wheeler checks back in for Jones. 15:06 to go in the ball game. Pirates lead by 13. Pruitt guarded by Williams. Out to Kennedy. Now Liptrot guarded by Domsick. Kicks it off to Kennedy. Kennedy stolen by Domsick. Domsick runs the floor, lays it in, scores. A rare 2 for Domsick. But he now has 10, and it's 49-34. And Liptrot is fouled by Horn. And we've reached our media timeout for the second half as Armstrong has extended its lead. 49-34, 14:25 left to go in the ball game. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Over in Columbus, Georgia College holds a 1-point lead over Columbus State, 50-49. Here the Pirates lead 49-34. Lander with the basketball. Ball deflected out of bounds as Domsick gets his hands on the pass. It will stay with the Bearcats with 27 seconds to go on the shot clock. And a foul on Kishore Williams trying to stay with David Pruitt. And that will be his second and the team's 6th. 6-2 the fouls here in the second half. Pirates versus Bearcats. Pruitt for 2 off the inbounds is good. And it's 49-36. Williams down low to Wheeler. Back around to Edens. Edens to Wheeler. Wheeler, reverse layup, no good. Keyshawn Williams with a follow, no good, but Wheeler follows and puts it in. Lander with it, lip trot, drives the baseline, lays it in, scores. (51-38). Pirates leading by 13. Wheeler double teamed. Out to Edens. Inside for Goodwell. It's deflected. Goodwell gets it and is fouled on his drive to the basket. Fouls on Bailey. And Brett Goodwell will go to the line for 2. Only the third trip to the line for the Pirates. Goodwell makes the first. Marcus Broughton back into the ball game for Lander. Goodwell's second free throw good as well. And it's 53-38. Bailey guarded by Edens. Inside, Broughton, that's Kennedy. And Kennedy is fouled. And it will send him to the line for 2. Team 7, so the Bearcats are in the bonus. Kennedy, first free throw is good. Devon Jones checks in for Brett Goodwell. Second free throw good as well. Teams trade free throws. And it's still a 13-point lead with 12:45 to play. Jones out to Williams. Williams is fouled, no call. Gets it over to Wheeler, and Wheeler puts it up against the rim. And that's going to be a jump ball, which will give it to Lander. So Lander takes possession. Bailey hands off to Liptrot. Liptrot shoots and misses, but he's fouled, and it's starting to frustrate head coach Jeremy Luther, the foul count here in the second half, as it's now 8-3, and Liptrot will have 2 free throws. Lander's shot 17 free throws so far. Pirates have shot just 4. And Coach Luther looking for an explanation as Liptrot makes the first. He'll have 1 more. Second free throw good. Darian Canty checks in for Lander, replacing Liptrot. Edens with it, across the timeline. Gives it to Domsic, over to Wheeler. Wheeler drives the baseline, misses the layup, but he's fouled by Broughton. Wheeler with 10 points tonight, 5 of 10 from the floor. He'll make his first trip to the free throw line. Free throw up and good for Wheeler, who is 88% from the free throw line this season. Second free throw, good as well. And Chris Van Landingham will check in for Kishore Williams. .12 to play here at Alumni Arena, and the Pirates lead it 55-42. Pruitt, 4-2, good. And Pruitt now has 16. The ball deflected out of bounds by Lander with 24 on the shot clock. Domsick, baseline, kicks it out to Van Landingham. Van Landingham to Edens. Edens to Domsick, 15 on the shot clock. Jones to Domsick for 3, no good. Rebound Bailey for Lander. Pruitt, guarded by Domsick. Inside Broughton. Over Wheeler, no good. Rebound Wheeler, or actually Jones gets a handle on it. Rebounding battle's been pretty even between these two teams. 22 for Lander, 25 for the Pirates. Jones kicks it off to Edens in the corner. Van Landingham spins, shoots, misses. And the rebound comes down to Kennedy for Lander. Canty out to Pruitt, turnaround jumper for 2, no good. Rebound Jones. Ten minutes to go here in Savannah. Pirates and the Bearcats. Edens around a screen. Trying to get it to Jones, does so. Jones, double team, gets it to Wheeler. Wheeler to Domsick. Around for Van Landingham, 5 on the shot clock. Domsick for 3, no good. Rebound Pruitt for the Bearcats. Bailey goes to the hole, kicks it off to Kennedy for 2, that's good. And the Bearcats are within single digits, 55-46. And a 30-second timeout for the Pirates with 9:23 to go. Pirates bring in Chris Edwards, Michael Horn after the 30-second timeout. For Lander, Quentin Bastian into the game. Horn will take the inbounds and set up the offense. Van Landingham to Wheeler. Wheeler drives, kicks it off to Jones, out to Edwards. Jones inside, looking for a target. Gives it back to Edwards for three. Good. Edwards with 3 3-pointers, and the lead goes back out to 12, 58-46. Canty drives, stutter steps, misses the layup. Wheeler gets the rebound. Here come the Pirates. Edwards inside for Jones. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Bailey. Kennedy. Shot is up, and a blocking foul called on the Pirates. Media timeout on the floor. 8:16 to go in the ballgame. Pirates lead it by 12, 58-46. Lander at the free throw line with 8:16 to go. Jermel Kennedy makes the first. And he will have one more. Kennedy, 6.7 rebounds. Second free throw, good. Tried to pop in and out, but it stayed in, and it's a 10-point ball game with 8:10 to play here at Alumni Arena. Edwards to Horn, out to Van Landingham. Wheeler's double teamed, gets it to Van Landingham. It's knocked out of bounds by Darian Canty, and the Pirates maintain possession with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Goodwell to Van Landingham, out to Horn. Out to Edwards. Van Landingham for three, no good. And a rebounding foul on Chris Edwards will send Kennedy to the line to shoot two, as the Pirates have put the Bearcats in the double bonus. 10th team foul, 7:40 left to go in the ballgame. Kennedy first free throw, no good. Second free throw, good. It's a 9-point Pirate lead, 58-49. And a turnover for the Pirates. Flip trot, underhands it to Bastion. Bastion lays it up and in. And Corlin .7:15 to go. It's a 7-point lead. This is the closest that Lander has been this half. 58-51. Wheeler skips it to Edwards. Inside Goodwell, outside to Van Landingham. Van Landingham off the glass, scores. That's Van Landingham's first points of the second half. He had 8 in the first half. And it's 60-51. Pruitt for 2 is no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Pirates. It will stay with Lander. And Bailey will check back in for the Bearcats. .60-51. Lander inbounds it to Kennedy. Now Bailey down low for Kennedy. Shot is up, no good, but he's fouled by Goodwell. So Kennedy to the line. He has lived at the line tonight, 6 of 8. 8 points, 8 rebounds. First free throw is good. Kishore Williams checks in for Brett Goodwell. Goodwell picks up his 4th foul. Second free throw good as well. Players go tumbling, but there's just a whistle, no foul call. Players as Van Landingham has it, hands it off to Horn. 60-53, Pirates lead it by 7. Wheeler looking inside, now back out to Horn. Horn drives out to Kishore Williams for 2. That's no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds off of Wheeler. And the Bearcats will have it. Lip trot. Inside, Kennedy. Kennedy lays it up and in. It's a 5-point game with 5:40 to play. Horn to Domsick. Over to Van Landingham, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Van Landingham to Wheeler, to Williams. 6 seconds left. Van Landingham loses the basketball, gets it ahead to Kennedy. Kennedy flushes it, and all of a sudden it's a 3-point game with 5 minutes to play. And head coach Jeff Burkhammer wants a timeout. Shades of late December when the Pirates let a 14-point second half lead disintegrate. This time the Pirates led by 15 in the second half. And that has gone down all the way to 3. 60-57, 5 minutes to go. Armstrong with the basketball as they have seen a 15-point second half lead shrink down to just 3. 60-57, 4:44 to go. Williams to Van Landingham as they work it around the perimeter. Horn to Wheeler, and Wheeler loses the basketball out of bounds. Ninth turnover for the Pirates. Tovey Bailey to Liptrot. Liptrot to Bastion. Bastion flushes it, and it's a 1-point game. Back-to-back dunks for the Bearcats. And a foul called on the Pirates. Van Landingham gets called for the kick. And Lander will go to the line for 2 to try and take the lead. Calvin Liptrot to the free throw line. .408 to play. Liptrot with 8 points. First free throw is no good. And he'll have one more. Brett Goodwell, Chris Edwards, Austin Edens into the game. Second free throw, good, and we're tied at 60. Four minutes to go. A 15-point lead has evaporated on the Pirates. How will Armstrong respond? Edwards to Edens. Out to Domsic. Wheeler to Edwards. Edwards to Goodwell. 8 on the shot clock. Edwards is fouled by Liptrot with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Only the 5th team foul on Lander, so the Pirates will have to inbound it. And they'll get a fresh 35. Pirates have not scored since the 7:15 mark. Edwards for 3, no good. Rebound Bastion, but Bastion lost it out of bounds off the Pirates. And that pass goes out of bounds off of Liptrot. Bailey wanted to get to Liptrot quickly. He saw something that he liked, but just a little extra mustard on the pass. Edwards. To Goodwell, out to Edens. Inside Wheeler. Wheeler to Edwards for 2. That's good. 62-60. Bailey, guarded by Edens. Gets it to Kennedy. Now Liptrot is stripped by Edwards. Edwards stole it. Goodwell drives, kicks it off to Aiden, over to Wheeler. He flips it in, draws the foul, scores. And signs of life from the Pirate offense. And head coach Jeff Burkhammer for Lander wants a timeout. 64-60. And it's a full timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them. 2:22 to go in the ball game. Pirates lead it by 4. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. 2:22 to go. And the Pirates lead at 64-60. And Jesse Wheeler will have a chance to make it a 5-point advantage. Wheeler 14 points to lead the Pirates. Armstrong has 4 players in double figures tonight. Edwards with 13, Domsick and Van Lanningham with 10 apiece, and Wheeler with 14 trying to make it 15. He misses it. Rebound Pruitt for the Bearcats. First miss of the night for the Pirates at the free throw line. Bailey to Pruitt. Pruitt open for 2. It's short. Saved by Kennedy, but he saved it right to Wheeler. Edens to Goodwell. Left alone, gives it back to Edens, back to Goodwell. Out to Van Lanningham, almost threw it away there. 13 on the shot clock, 1:39 on the game clock. Goodwell. Out to Van Lanningham, 5. Van Lanningham is fouled on the floor. Score the basket! And the Pirates get a little NBA continuation. And Van Lanningham will go to the line to try and make it a 7-point lead with 1:29 to go. And head coach Jeff Burkhammer even saying so, saying it's not the NBA, but the Pirates will take it as Van Lanningham shoots the free throw. It's no good. Rebound Kennedy. So it's a 6-point game, 1:25 to play. Liptrot Stripped by the Pirates, but it's off the hands of Wheeler, out of bounds. So Lander maintains possession, 22 on the shot clock, 1:16 on the game clock. David Pruitt to inbound it. Kennedy. Shot is up and good off the glass. 1:09 to go. And Lander calls timeout. Full timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them. Pirates lead it 66-62. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic leads by 4, and they'll have the basketball. 1:08 to go. 66-62 your score. Other scores from around the Peach Belt. Columbus State has defeated Georgia College 67-59. Georgia Southwestern leads North Georgia by just 4. That's nationally ranked Georgia Southwestern. 62-58, 2:10 to go. And Montevallo leads Clayton State 20-15, 7:11 to go. And David Pruitt will send Austin Edens to the free throw line. 50.8 seconds to go. And David Pruitt will shoot 1 and 1. As Pruitt fouled Edens well away from the basket. Edens. Free throw is no good. Rebound tipped again. And Kennedy comes down with it. Bailey brings it up quickly. He'll go handoff to Pruitt. Pruitt finds Bastian, who lays it in, no good. Rebound Williams. He saves it to Edwards. Edwards ahead to Wheeler. Wheeler is fouled intentionally by Lander. But no call made on the intentional foul. Instead, Wheeler will just go line and shoot 2 with 30.1 seconds left. Wheeler, 14 points, 2 of 3 from line. The Pirates have missed their last 2 free throw attempts. Actually, their last 3, there were 6 of 6. Now 6 of 9. Wheeler walks off the contact, and he'll go to the line. Try and make it a 6-point game. First free throw, up and good. Michael Horn back into the game for the Pirates. Stefan Tabasevich back into the game for Lander. Second free throw is good. Full timeout on the floor for head coach Jeremy Luther with 30.1 seconds left and a 6-point Armstrong lead, 68-62. .1 seconds left. Armstrong Atlantic leads Lander 68-62, so Lander will have to bring it up quickly, try and get off a three-pointer, or maybe just go for a quick two. Bailey against Horn, hands off to Liptrot. Liptrot drives, kicks it off to Tabasevich. He'll put up the three-pointer. It's an air ball. Williams gets the rebound, and Williams is fouled by Pruitt with 13.1 seconds left. 10th team foul on Lander, so the Pirates are in the double bonus. And Kishore Williams will shoot two. Williams 4 points, 4 boards tonight. First free throw is good. Second free throw, good. 13 seconds left. Bailey brings it up quickly. Bailey all the way in, lays it up, no good. Rebound Wheeler, and that should do it. Oh, a foul by Kennedy with 2.8 seconds left. So the Pirates will improve to 10-5 overall, 4-3 in the Peach Belt Conference, and Lander gave it a game, down 15, tied it up, but the Pirates scored 10 of the last 12 points in this game. And Wheeler with 2 free throws here. First one is good. Second free throw from Wheeler. No good. And that'll do it. Armstrong Atlantic wins it 71-62. Leading scorers tonight, Jesse Wheeler, 17 points to lead the Pirates. David Pruitt, Jermel Kennedy, 16 points apiece for the Bearcats. And the Pirates improved to 6-2 at home here at Alumni Arena, as I'm joined by head coach Jeremy Luther. Coach Luther, 15-point second half lead, goes right down to a tie game, but you answer the call and come out with 9 of the last 11 points.
Yeah, typical. That's our MO this year. You know, I'm struggling as a coach to find that out, figure that out. I mean, it seems like every game we've played in, besides Augusta at our house, we've had a 10, 12, 8, 16, 20, 24, and our kids just seem to relax. They get fired up. I know it's a culture now because those coaches are calling timeouts and say, look, this game, and this game, they've had big leads. You press them, they're going to fold. You press them, they're going to fold. And we got to man up. We got to man up and do a lot better job of that.
As you're serenaded as the crowd fills out. Talk a little bit about the crowd tonight. They were a little bit, they kind of fed off with your team.
Yeah.
They got silent, but then when you needed them right at the end, when it was a tie ball game, they rose up.
Yeah, they did. It's a great crowd, great atmosphere. It's our first game back with the students. And I told the guys in the locker room before the game, I said, look, if you want this crowd to continue, we got to have an exciting game. It was exciting, not to our credit. Exciting. We got to play hard. We got to be passionate. We got to give them a great product on the floor. I'll take an ugly win over a great loss any day, or an ugly loss, however you want to put it. I think we're getting better. We showed signs of brilliance. I really, really felt like we got a horrible, horrible whistle. When they were trying to make a run, we were getting bodied up right there. And I think that played a factor into it too. Those guys getting into a double bonus, and we had 4 fouls.
Right, 10-4, 7-minute mark. And
yeah, and it just, I'm just a little disappointed. It's the first time that's happened to us like that. But, we weathered the storm, we figured it out, and got to win. So.
All right, Pembroke on Saturday. Tell us a little bit about the Braves.
They're talented. They returned a lot. I thought they were going to – preseason, I voted them, in the top 8 in the league. They got the big kid inside, George Blakeney. And they got the freshman of the year last year, Shamel Brackett. It's going to be a good test for us. Again, I think we're better.
Right.
Especially being at home. As you can see, you got to fight tooth and nail. We got that win, and we'll take it.
All right, congratulations on the win,
Thanks.
Coach. We'll talk to you on Saturday. Armstrong Atlantic wins it over Lander, 71-62. Chad saying thank you for listening and watching. Pirates lead it, or win it, and improve to 10-5 on the season, 4-3 in the Peach Belt.